Calculate speed and density. By the end of this session, learners must be able to calculate average speed and density using the formulae. Learners should be able to use compound measures in other contexts, including rates of pay. Learners could also aim to calculate distance covered and time taken using the appropriate formulae. Learners will be assessed on their ability to use compound measures in context, including speed and density. In previous units, we have looked at measures of length, weight, and capacity. Here we will consider some compound measures, such as speed, density, rates of pay, etc. We need to always take care that we are using the correct units throughout any calculations. You probably have some knowledge about speed. You can walk fast at about 4 mph, run at about 10 mph, and cycle at about 20 mph. On a motorway, you are allowed to travel at up to 70 mph, and our fastest trains travel at 125 mph. But what does 4 mph actually mean? 4 mph means that if you continue at this speed, you will travel 4 miles in an hour, whereas the high-speed train travels 125 miles in the hour. We calculate an average speed by dividing the miles traveled by the time taken in hours. Lucy drives from Plymouth to Southampton, a distance of 161 miles, in 3 hours 30 mins. What is her average speed for this journey? Solution. Lucy's average speed in mph is the distance traveled divided by the time taken in hours. The distance is 161 miles, and the time taken is 3 hours 30 mins. 30 mins is half an hour, and so the time taken is 3.5 hours. This gives average speed equals 46 mph. Note, care must be taken to put the time into hours. Average speed calculation. A lorry driver maintains a detailed record of each journey he undertakes, noting the speed. Journey speed driver. Record speed data speed analysis. Calculate the average speed for each journey using the table below: 43 mph, 56 mph, 37.5 mph, 48 mph, 58 mph. As well as calculating the speed, given the speed and time, we can calculate the distance traveled. For example, if you travel at 60 mph for 3 hours, you will travel 3 times 60 equals 180 miles. Similarly, you can calculate the time taken for a journey by dividing the distance by the time taken. For example, if you travel 150 miles in 3 hours, the time taken is 150 divided by 3 equals 50 mph. The formulae that we have been using are summarized opposite. Jane drives at an average speed of 45 mph on a journey of 135 miles. How long does the journey take? Solution. We can use the formula. Time equals distance divided by speed equals 135 divided by 45 hours equals 3 hours. Example. Chris cycles at an average speed of 8 mph. If he cycles for 6.5 hours, how far does he travel? Solution. Again, we can use the formula. Distance equals speed times. Time equals 8 times 6.5 miles equals 52 miles. This is another compound measure for how dense a material is. For example, a container full of sand would be much heavier than the same container full of air or full of bubble wrap. This is because sand is much more dense than air. Density, weight, and volume are connected by the relationship. A metal block has weight 2 kg. The block has dimensions 5 cm by 10 cm by 20 cm. Calculate the density of this metal block in A. Grams per centimeter cubed, B. kg per centimeter cubed. Solution. We first need to calculate the volume of the block. This will be 5 cm times 10 cm times 20 cm equals 1,000 cm cubed. A. Weight equals 2,000 grams, so density equals weight divided by volume equals 2 grams per centimeter cubed. B. Weight equals 2 kg, so density equals 0.002 grams per centimeter cubed. Note, the density does not change, but its value changes with the units used. Average scoring rate in football. Allison scored 27 goals in 40 matches. Calculate her average scoring rate in A. Goals per match, B. Goals per minute, each match lasts 90 minutes. C. Goals per hour. Solution. A. Scoring rate per match equals 27 divided by 40 equals 0.675 goals per match. B. Scoring rate per minute equals 0.0075 goals per minute. C. Scoring rate per hour equals 0.45 goals per hour. Moongate taxis have a fixed charge of £2.50 and 20 pence for every 100 m traveled. How much will IT cost to travel 1.5 kilometers? Solution. As IT costs 20 pence for each 100 meters, we need to work out the cost of 1.5 kilometer. We can write 1.5 kilometers equals 1,500 yens, so the cost for the distance traveled will be 15 times 20 pence, equals 300 pence equals £3. The total cost will also include the fixed charge of £2.50, so the total cost is £2.50 plus £3 equals £5.50. You are offered 12.5 hours of work per week in the local kebab shop at a rate of £7.50 per hour. How much will you be paid for? A. 1 week. B. 1 year. Solution. A. You will be paid 12.5 times £7.50 equals £93.75. B. For 52 weeks, you will be paid 52 times £93.75 equals £4,875. Note: you will not of course actually get these amounts in pay, as both tax and national insurance might be payable. By the end of this session, learners must be able to calculate average speed and density using the formulae. Learners should be able to use compound measures in other contexts, including rates of pay. Learners could also aim to calculate distance covered and time taken using the appropriate formulae. Learners will be assessed on their ability to use compound measures in context, including speed and density. Don't forget to complete your knowledge check. You've completed this module on Calculate using compound measures. Now practice your skills with the activities and test your progress with our knowledge check.